5, 6, 7, 8.
Hi everyone, I'm Dad.
I'm Daughter.
And we are
Dad and Daughter Formula One duo.
all right. So this past weekend was the Spanish GP, right? The Spanish Grand Prix.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what happened, Daughter?
So Lando kind of cornered Max until till the end, so then he could kind of crash into the wall. I guess I don't know what he was trying to do. So he couldn't get in front of him, right?
Okay, right at the beginning, right?
Like right at the beginning, so he couldn't get in front of him, and then that gave George some space to get in front of them and lead first place for about 2 laps.
It was a couple laps. Yeah, it was a couple laps. And then what happened after that?
And then Max took over.
Yeah, Max took over for a while. And it was an okay race. It was pretty exciting. I actually really liked it.
I was panicking. I was panicking.
You were panicking?
Yeah, because I wanted George to be first place for 40 billion laps.
You wanted him to be first?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
And Lewis. No, I wanted Charles. And Max gets second.
Yeah.
Because I said Charles would actually get first, and he almost did. What place were he in?
No, they were lower. they were I think like 5th and 6th or somewhere around there.
And they would stay in 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
And then they would switch. Carlos would get ahead of Charles, and then Charles would get ahead of Carlos. They would just fight with each other for those.
They did, and there was one point where Carlos actually hit Charles just a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was and then Charles got really upset. Charles got really mad and said some stuff when they were interviewing him after the race, and he was like, I don't know why Carlos did that, and I thought we were doing a certain strategy, and we weren't then apparently, because Carlos went around me and then hit me a little bit. So it was kind of a weird.
Yeah. It was a weird race.
Yeah, it was a weird race.
I personally love that place. I love the Spanish GP mostly because it's a beautiful place.
It was really beautiful, right? Yeah. It was a really cool track. So it's only going to be there, I think, one more year. So next year they're going to have it there, because then they're going to move it to a street track in Madrid, which is kind of crazy. So we should try to convince Mommy if we can go next year. And
we went to Madrid, right? And Madrid had those bumpy roads. It was that road that would be bump, they would all be different places. I hurt my ankle for for 2 days walking there because of how much it was.
So then what would you prefer? Would you prefer for it to be in Madrid, since you've been to both Madrid and Barcelona?
Yeah.
Would you prefer it to be in Madrid, or would you like it to stay in Barcelona?
Barcelona is it's a loud place. To me, it was very loud. And it's very beautiful. And I think I like Madrid, no offense, but I like Barcelona just a lot better.
Okay. So so our vote is for it to stay in Barcelona, but okay. It is what it is, right? So at the end of the day, it was an exciting race. Max got first. Lando came in second, right behind him. And then who came in third?
It was... What are you pointing at?
At that.
It was...
right there.
It wasn't Lewis, was it? It was Lewis.
It was Lewis, right? So Lewis actually came in third. So yeah, so he ended up making a move on Charles at the end, or towards the end, and then ended up just going around him and came in third, which is nice because this was the first podium that Lewis has had this year. So did you know? For this year.
I thought he got first one time.
Well, not this year, right? So he hadn't gotten first or second this year. So in 18 years that Lewis has been in Formula One, did you know that he has always been on the podium at least once in every one of those 18 years?
Of course.
Yeah.
Who didn't know that?
That's true. Who wouldn't have known that? That's right.
And he's been there 18 years. Of course, he has to be on the podium at least once a year.
Right? Absolutely.
At the least.
So do you think he'll get on the podium one more time before the end of the season?
He has really big competitors now against the best teams. And I think now moving to Ferrari next year will really help his places.
Do you think he's going to be better at Ferrari?
Yeah, because the car is a better model. It's the newest model right now. It's like the best model right now.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Anything else before we end our video for today? You good?
Actually, we should talk about the interview.
The interview. Okay.
I didn't watch that interview, so it's time for Dad to take over.
What interview?
Interview that you were talking about, like Charles.
Oh, the interview with Charles. Yeah. Well, we can link it down in the description where they showed the interview with Charles, where he's talking about how he wasn't happy with Charles, that Charles wasn't happy with Carlos.
Why wasn't he happy?
Because again, they were fighting, and he actually ended up hitting him. That's what we just talked about.
But I thought Charles hit Carlos.
Other way around.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching with us today. What do you want to say before we leave?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and speak to those notifications. Bye, everyone.
Bye.